What is up, everybody? It is Voltron, and excuse me because I'm gonna have to speak louder, so it might sound like I am shouting, but we're doing this on my phone. I don't have the camera, I don't have the microphone, so I don't know how well the video is gonna come out, but I only get one chance to make the video. So, nothing fancy today. So, we are going to talk about Beaujolais 2025. Some of you guys are saying, hey, wait a minute. How'd you get a hold of that? It's not supposed to be out yet. And that's right. This will be on the shelves on Thursday. But luckily, we got a hold of a bottle before it is released. So I might be committing a crime by having this. But anyway, let's find out what 2025 is going to be like. One of the things I like about Beaujolais Nouveau is kind of gives you an idea. And I don't know if there's any scientific measure, but in my opinion, when Beaujolais Nouveau is excellent, Bordeaux tends to be excellent. When Beaujolais Nouveau is kind of iffy, Bordeaux wines for that same vintage tend to be iffy. So it's just an observation, no scientific evidence behind that. So let's get started. We're going to open up the Beaujolais 2025 before it's officially released. So take a look. Here it is. Nothing fancy in this video. Oh wow. So, I'm not gonna pour in a glass. Because I'm just here on the phone, little setup. But right away, it smells like candy. So we have a medium plus intensity, which is a good sign, which means the harvest was a little better than last year. So the intensity on the nose, it's a lot better. You got a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of strawberry, raspberry. But that candied apple is really strong. And I'm getting Topps bubblegum. You remember back in the 80s, you would buy a pack of baseball cards and you get that Topps? I'm getting a little bit of that. Okay. Normally we would check the color and clarity, but I don't have a glass. So we're going with a straw. The English might object to this. They're saying, we don't drink through a straw. But, we're not English. At least not everyone. I'm not English. That's good. It's good. I will say it is better than last year. A lot better than last year. Last year it was like, I don't know about this. I have a feeling that Bordeaux wines are going to be iffy as well. But the notes, the palate notes pretty much are mirroring. It's a mirror of what's on the nose. So we're getting that raspberry, a little bit of strawberry. The candy apple. Very delicious. So I'm feeling very optimistic about Bordeaux wines. And Beaujolais, I've always liked Beaujolais. Beaujolais is kind of one of those things that it's hit or miss. People love it or people hate it. But for me, it's the first wine that got me into French wines. I wasn't a fan of the French wines until I had Beaujolais, because first time I tasted Beaujolais, I had an image of what wine is supposed to taste like before I ever tasted any type of alcohol. And when I tasted Beaujolais Nouveau, I was like, that's it. That's it. That is what I always thought wine would taste like. And, it kind of makes sense. They ferment the juice. They don't throw it in a barrel. It goes straight to the bottle and into your tummy. So Beaujolais 2025, it looks like it's going to be a nice vintage. And that means no scientific evidence, no proof, but Bordeaux is probably going to have some excellent wine in 2025. Expect riper fruit, more intensity, and boldness. Until next time, peace out.